नमस्ते, नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य चतुर्दशमी कक्षार्थं सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतम्। Welcome you all for the 14th session on online Sanskrit classes. अत्र अद्यतनपाठात् पूर्वम् एकवारं गतकक्ष्यायाः पुनर्स्मरणं कृत्वा वयम् अग्रे सरामः। अत्र अस्ति गतकक्ष्यायाः पुनर्स्मरणम्। अत्र गतकक्ष्यायां वयं त्वा प्रत्ययस्य प्रयोगं वयं दृष्टवन्तः। यथा बालकः विद्यालयं गच्छति, बालकः विद्यालये पाठं पठति। अत्र वाक्यद्वयमस्ति, बालकः विद्यालयं गच्छति, बाय్ goes to school, विद्यालये बालकः पाठं पठति, he reads the lessons in the school. अत्र क्रियाद्वयमस्ति। अत्र एकस्याः क्रियायाः अनन्तरम् अग्रिमक्रियायाः प्रभावः अस्ति, अतः त्वा प्रत्ययम् उपयोक्तुं शक्नुमः. So here we have two actions done by the boy. One is going to school and reading in the school. So as there are two kriyas and both the kriyas happens one after another and both the kriyas are done by balaka, अतः त्वा प्रत्ययः अत्र अर्हः. So the त्वा प्रत्यय is eligible in this place. Like balakah vidyalayam gatva patham patati. So boy goes to school and reads the lessons. So after going to school, boy reads the lessons. So तथैव अग्रिम बहूनि उदाहरणानि वयं दृष्टवन्तः. यथा माता देवालयं गत्वा पूजां करोति, अनन्तरं तथैव माता देवालयं गत्वा वाटिकां गत्वा गृहम् आगच्छति. So mother goes to temple and garden and comes back to house. So like that we can use these forms for multiple verbs in a single sentence. So this is what we have seen. And agrima vishayah bandhuvachakaah shabdaah. So we have seen like the mata, pita, putraha, putri, dauhitraha, dauhitri, snusha, shwasuraha. So all these all the words which specify the relationships, we have seen those words. And agrimam ruchivachakaah shabdaah. So we have also seen the 6 taste and corresponding words in Sanskrit, and we have also did some exercises using them. Agrima vishayah kidrisha, tadrisha, idrisha. So these are set of words which specifies. Kidrisha means what kind or what type, tadrisha means that type, that kind, and idrisha means this kind and this type. So udaharanam कीदृश बालकः सः, सः उत्तमः बालकः, कीदृश पुस्तकम् उत्तमं पुस्तकं, कीदृश पुस्तकं which kind of book, ईदृश पुस्तकं this type of book, and तादृश पुस्तकं that type of book. So भवतः समीपे तादृश पुस्तकम् अस्ति वा? So do you have that type of book with you? So mama समीपे तादृश पुस्तकं नास्ति, ईदृश पुस्तकम् अस्ति. So when I don't have that type of book, but I have this kind of book. So we can use कीदृश, तादृश, ईदृश with any words like कीदृश बालकः, कीदृश देवालयः, कीदृश वाटिका, कीदृश पुस्तकं, कीदृश द्वारं, कीदृश नदी, तादृश नदी, ईदृश नदी. So we can use these 3 set of words with any nouns. And the next thing we have seen was the exercise page numbers in the Abhyasa Pustakam, that is workbook. So whatever the lessons, whatever topics we have discussed in the last session, they were present in the 59 to 64. अग्रिमविषयः अद्यतनपाठः अस्ति कीदृश इत्यस्मिन् विषये किञ्चित् विस्तारेण वयं पठामः. अत्र बालकः अस्ति, बालिका अस्ति, मित्रम् अस्ति. So we have three words, बालकः, बालिका, मित्रम्. So अत्र कीदृश इति प्रश्नं कुर्मः चेत्, सो गतकक्षायां यथा वयं दृष्टवन्तः कीदृशबालकः इत्युक्ते तादृशबालकः, तादृशबालिका, ईदृशमित्रं. So we answered कीदृश questions with tadrusha and idrusha. So what if we wanted to say some specific answers like how is the boy, कीदृश balakah. So balakah, if the boy is intelligent or if boy is smart, intelligent, or if you want to specify any characteristics of the boy, so they will also be the answers for the Kidrisha questions. So if you ask any Kidrisha Balakaha, so boy is a very good boy, or boy is smart, boy is intelligent. So if you want to specify such things, so how do we specify, how do we tell them in Sanskrit? Atra udaharanam asti uttama. So uttama means good. So how is the boy? The boy is good. How is the girl? Girl is good. How is the friend? The friend is good. So here in English we use good for all the genders, masculine, feminine and neuter. Parantu atra Sanskrit bhashayam linga bhedah asti. So but in Sanskrit language there is a difference in the gender when we use these words. So we cannot say uttamam balakah, uttamam balika, uttamam mitram. So uttamam balakah, uttamam balika, we cannot say that. The reason is the uttama, the word uttama have three forms for each gender. So we have to use the corresponding gender word with balakah, and similarly corresponding feminine word with balika, and corresponding neuter word with mitram. So not only for with balakah, balika, mitram, any masculine and feminine neuter words, if you are using any these uttama word or any such words, it has to agree with the noun in terms of the gender. So अग्रे वयं पश्यामः उत्तम शब्दः अस्ति, तस्य पुल्लिङ्गरूपम् अस्ति उत्तमः. अत्र उत्तमः बालकः, उत्तमः देवालयः, उत्तमः पुरुषः, उत्तमः मार्गः, उत्तमः देवः. So for all masculine words we have to use with uttamah. So uttamam balakah is wrong, uttamah balakah is the right one. And tathaiva balika uttama balika, कीदृश बालिका उत्तमा बालिका, उत्तमा शाटिका, उत्तमा वेदिका, उत्तमा वाटिका, उत्तमा लेखनी. So uttama mahila. For all feminine we have to use the form called uttama. So uttama is the feminine form for uttama, and for mitram it will be uttamam. So for example we know all masculine words generally ends with visarga, aha, it ends with aha pronunciation, and all feminine words will end with dirgha letter, and all neuter words will generally end with im at the end. So here uttama will also have the forms like that, like uttamaha, uttama, uttamam. So this we have to remember. Now let's take another word, chaturaha. Chaturaha means intelligent or smart. So for chaturaha also it will have three forms, chaturaha, chatura, chaturam. Chaturaha balakah, chatura balika, chaturam mitram. So chaturaha, chatura, chaturam. And tathaiva eka is a word. I think we have already seen the forms of these words when we are seeing the numbers like ekam, dve, trini, chatvar in the previous sessions. So here ekam or eka, the word will also have three forms according to the gender. Atra ekah, eka, ekam. तत्र रूपाणि एवं भवन्ति एकः एका एकम् एकः बालकः एकः देवालयः एकः मार्गः तथैव एका बालिका एका वाटिका एका लेखनी एका नदी एवं भवति तथैव एकं मित्रम् एकं पुष्पम् एकं गृहम् एकं द्वारम् ekam vastram. So for all neuter genders we'll be using ekam. And agrima vishyaha tadrusha. So we know that we use tadrusha balakaha, tadrusha balika, tadrusha mitram. Parantu tadrusha shabdah api tadrusha shabde api linga bhedah asti. Yatha, so even in tadrusha word also have three forms. Example, tadrushaha, tadrushi, tadrusham. Udaharanam, tadrushaha balakaha, tadrushaha devalayaha, tadrushaha margaha, tathaiva tadrushi balika, tadrushi nadi, tadrushi shatika. For all feminines we'll be using tadrushi. And agrimam tadrusham, tadrusham mitram, tadrusham pushpam, tadrusham dwaram or tadrusham griham. So here though we have three forms, generally people use tadrusha as the standard form, like tadrusha balakaha, tadrusha balika, tadrusha mitram. So I think we are comfortable with these four forms. And if you see the feminine forms, few forms will end with a and few forms will end with e. So that is a difference you can observe. So this difference you can get it by using those words. So here for all these words we can make a single sentence with all these words. Example, tadrushaha balakaha uttamaha chaturaha ekaha. Tadrusha ekaha balakaha uttamaha chaturaha. तादृशी एका बालिका उत्तमा चतुरा. तादृशम एकम मित्रम उत्तमम चतुरम. So this itself is a complete statement without any grammatical errors. Like all have all the masculine words specifying about the characteristics about the boy, all the feminine words specifying the characteristics of a girl, and all the neuter words specifying the characteristics of the mitram. So can go together always. So actually this is one of the important concept in Sanskrit. So you can find this style in almost all the shlokas. Most of the shlokas have this kind of equivalent, like uttamaha balakaha chaturaha. So this kind of similar patterns you can observe in a particular shloka. Many shlokas might have these similar patterns, and this is a very important thing to understand in Sanskrit. And most of the beginners, they generally tend to make mistakes in these areas, like uttamam balakaha we might be saying, but actually it must be uttamaha balakaha, uttama balika. So and kidrusha, we have the word called kidrusha, we know. So we generally use like kidrusha balakaha, kidrusha balika, kidrusha mitram. Parantu kidrusha इत्यस्य शब्दस्य अपि त्रिषु लिङ्गेषु रूपाणि सन्ति. यथा तादृशशब्दस्य अस्ति तथा कीदृशशब्दस्य अपि सन्ति. उदाहरणं कीदृशः, कीदृशी, कीदृशं. कीदृशः बालकः, उत्तमः बालकः. कीदृशी बालिका, उत्तमा बालिका. कीदृशं मित्रम्, उत्तमं मित्रम्. एवं रूपाणि सन्ति. Anantaram, as this is very important, and this this concept in Sanskrit is called as Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha. Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. So basically, you will have a noun, that is Balakahava, Balikava, Mitramva. You will have some noun. So there will be adjectives which will give the characteristics of the boy or any object, especially. So they all should agree with the gender of the main noun. So here the main noun is balakaha. So all the adjectives like uttamaha, chaturaha, ekaha, tadrushaha, these are all saying the characteristics of the boy. So all these should agree or should change its gender according to the balakaha. It's not the other way. So you cannot change uttamam balakam. You cannot say that. So uttamaha balakaha. You have to change the adjectives according to the noun, not nouns according to the adjectives. So this we have to remember. So before we get started with the next topic, if you have any questions, let us get clarified. So as I said earlier, whatever changes the noun undergoes, the same changes should the adjective should also undergo. Example, balakaha asti, uttamaha balakaha asti. Balakaha santi, uttamaha balakaha santi. So if it is noun is plural, the adjective will also be in plural. Suppose aham balakam pashyami, aham balakam pashyami, aham uttamam balakam pashyami. So atra balakaha becomes balakam, so uttamaha will also become uttamam. Tathaiva aham devalayam gacchami, atra devalayah becomes devalayam, aham devalayam gacchami, aham uttamam devalayam gacchami. So uttamaha devalayah, uttamam devalayam, aham uttamam devalayam gacchami. So the adjective will agree with the noun in terms of the gender and in terms of the number, example singular or the plural, or in terms of the actual form of the nouns. So this we have to remember in this thing. This is very very important. Most of the beginners generally make mistakes in these areas. And the next thing is we will see couple of words which we generally use very frequently. We might have used it very frequently. So we will see the gender difference for those words. So example, I have just collected few words here. Like uttamaha we have seen. So here uttamaha, uttama, uttamam. Like uttamaha balakaha, uttama balika, uttamam pustakam. Tathaiva sundaraha devalayah, sundari vatika, sundaram pushpam. So here sundaraha, sundari, sundaram. Tathaiva lavanaha. So here not only for lavana, for all the 6 tastes whatever we have, for all those 6 tastes, all the shabdas which specifies the 6 tastes, like ruchi vachakaha shabdaha, so all of them will undergo these changes. Example, lavanaha saraha, lavana lavana rotika, lavanam bhojanam, lavanam annam. So like that it will change. And similarly ekaha balakaha, eka balika, ekam pustakam. Anantaram buddhimat. So buddhiman balakaha, buddhimati balika, buddhimat mitram. Anantaram avashyakam mastu. So this we have seen much earlier at the beginning classes. So avashyakam will also have 3 genders, like avashyakaha, avashyaki, avashyakam. Pustakam avashyakam, the book is needed. And lekhani avashyaki, pen is needed. And grantaha avashyakaha, the book is needed. I need the book. So grantaha avashyakaha. So grantaha avashyakam is the wrong usage. Similarly lekhani avashyakam is the wrong usage. Lekhani avashyaki, grantaha avashyakaha, margaha avashyakaha, devalayaha avashyakaha, tathaiva vatika avashyaki, duravani avashyaki, nadi avashyaki. So for all feminine forms it will be avashyaki and avashyakam for neuter. And tathaiva paryaptam, this we have seen, this we regularly use to say or convey the meaning of enough. Jalam avashyakam va jalam paryaptam. Paryaptam it means enough. So here paryapta, paryaptaha. So for all, if you are using any masculine words and if you want to say paryaptaha, you want to say enough in that sense, then you have to use paryaptaha. Udaharana alpaharaha paryaptaha, rotika paryapta, paryaptam, bhojanam paryaptam, jalam paryaptam. So evam bhavati. Tathaiva samaptam. Samaptam means completed or over or done. This is the meaning. Like bhojanam samaptam. Food is, I mean, I'm done with the food. Karyam samaptam. The work is done. Tathaiva samapta. Kakshya samapta. The class is over. And samaptaha. Alpaharaha samaptaha. The breakfast is completed. Karyakramaha samaptaha. So like that, for based on the word which one we wanted to say, according to that word, the gender for these will change. So if you say karyakramaha samaptam, that is wrong. And it must be karyakramaha samaptaha. So you have to feel that kind of you might feel the rhyming at the end of the words. If you don't feel the rhyming, there is something mistake you are doing it. But few things little different, like Sundari Vatika. So those things we have to learn by practicing them. So let us practice. Let us have few more examples. We'll practice with few more examples. And if you have any questions, you can ask me now. अत्र यदि भवन्तः उत्तरं वदन्ति तर्हि प्रत्येकस्य उत्तरस्य अनन्तरम् अहम् उत्तमम् इति वदामि. उत्तमम् इति नपुंसकलिङ्गे किमर्थम् अस्ति इति कोऽपि जानाति वा? So whenever you answer any questions, I'll tell uttamam. Why not uttamaha, uttama? Okay, so the answer for this is when you don't have any noun and when you are using only the adjective, then that time the neuter is the preferred one. So when I'm in my statement, uttamam is the only word in the statement. So there is no noun in that. So in such cases,
same is applicable to paryaptam also.
Paryaptam also, yes. Paryaptam. So when you don't have any nouns, you can just say paryaptam or avashyakam samaptam. But at the time when you add a noun, the adjective should change according to the noun.
So that is why when we generally use numbers, we say ekam.
Correct. So if you just kati balakaha santi, pancha santi, trini santi, we can say. But trini balakaha santi, if you say, that is wrong. It must be trayaha balakaha. At the time when the adjective noun comes into the word, the adjective should change. Otherwise, you can use neuter forms.
Okay. Tisra balakaha santi.
Tisraha balikaha santi. Kati balikaha santi. The answer could be trini santi is also perfect answer because there is no balika or balakaha. So trini is the neuter one, is correct one. At the time when you want to say three girls are there, then three should also be in feminine, like tisraha balikaha santi. So as we already know how to use these words, so I wanted to show some regular examples which we use in a regular day-to-day life where we make these mistakes. So as we know that we already have a WhatsApp group. There I used to post every day new one topic, and you people will respond back with sentences of your own. But in those sentences, I can find such mistakes, whatever we are discussing right now. So I just picked up few such words. This is not to point out anyone. This is just an example to show where these mistakes can happen. Example, अनेकवृक्षाः अनन्तरम् एकं प्रसिद्धं वाटिका अनन्तरम् अनेकानि वृक्षाः अनन्तरं ताः वाटिका वाटिका अद्भुतम् अस्ति वाटिका सुन्दरम् अस्ति सा वाटिका मनोहरं भवति अनेकाः पुष्पाणि एकं वाटिका अस्ति वाटिकाः अधिकं सन्ति एतत् वाटिकाम् अहं सञ्चरामि. So these are the words which I just collected from WhatsApp group. So now I just open for some time if you have any opinions on these words before we see the actual words, the right answers. Okay, aneka vrikshaha. So what is the right one? Anekani vrikshani va? Anekaha vrikshaha va? Or any other answer? Okay, so vrikshaha, which gender it is? It is a masculine. So we don't have rights to change any noun to other genders. So vrikshaha is a singular, vrikshaha is a plural. Here vrikshaha is already plural. We cannot change the gender or number. So here aneka vrikshaha. So there a form will be aneke vrikshaha. So here this aneka shabda, there's a different shabda. The pullinga bahuvachanam will be aneke. Aneke vrikshaha, aneke devalayaha, aneke margaha.
What shabda is it?
It is a pullinga shabda, but it is called sarvanama padam. So it will be aneke is the right form. And similarly in masculine it will be aneke, feminine it will be anekaha, neuter it will be anekani. Okay, the next word ekam prasiddham vatika. So what is the correction here?
Eka prasiddha vatika.
Correct, eka prasiddha vatika, that is the right one. And what about this? Aneke vrikshaha, uttamam. Anantaram taha vatika. So what is the mistake here? Are we subject to change the noun? Sa vatika. It will be sa vatika. And next is vatika adbhutam asti. Adbhuta asti. Anantaram vatika sundaram asti.
Vatika sundari.
Asti, sundari asti. Anantaram sa vatika manoharam bhavati. Manohari is the right form, feminine form. Anantaram if it is taha vatikaha manoharam bhavanti. So what is the correction here? No. Taha vatikaha manoharam bhavanti. So can you correct this statement?
Taha vatikaha
Manoharyah bhavati.
Uttamam. Taha vatikaha manoharyah bhavanti. Nadi nadyah manohari manoharyah. Anantaram anekaha pushpani.
Anekani pushpani.
Uttamam. Anantaram ekam vatika asti.
Eka vatika.
Anantaram vatikaah adhikam santi. Adhikaah santi. Anantaram etat vatikam aham sancharami. Atra vatikam aham sancharami, that is the right one. So you just have to fix the etat form. So esha vatika etam vatikam. That's the form. So etam vatikam aham sancharami. It will be etam vatikam aham etam vatikam gacchami. So they are the right forms. So as we discussed, the right forms for these are aneke vrikshaha, eka prasiddha vatika, aneke vrikshaha, taha vatikaha, vatika adbhuta asti, vatika sundari asti, सा वाटिका मनोहरी भवति, अनेकानि पुष्पाणि, एका वाटिका अस्ति, वाटिकाः अधिकाः सन्ति, एतां वाटिकाम् अहं सञ्चरामि. So these are the right forms. So let us get started with the next topic. Next topic is virudharthakaha shabdaha, the words which gives the opposite meanings. Like we'll see few examples like unnata vamana. Unnata means taller, vamana is shorter. So balakaha unnataha asti, balakaha vamanaha asti. So here unnata vamana is also adjectives. So we'll see the forms like unnataha unnata unnatam, tathaiva vamanaha vamana vamanam. उन्नतः बालकः अस्ति, उन्नतः वृक्षः अस्ति, उन्नता उन्नता बालिका अस्ति, अनन्तरम् उन्नतं मित्रम्, and similarly वामनः वामना वामनम्. अग्रिम उदाहरण पुरातन नूतन. पुरातन means the older, nutana means new. So these two are also adjectives. The forms will be like puratanaha, puratanaha devalayah, puratani patashala, puratanam pustakam. Tathaiva nutanaha devalayah, nutana shala, nutanam pustakam. Anantaram brihat lagu. Brihat means bigger, lagu means smaller. So brihat, we generally, it's a little, the forms of these will be little different. So let's start using only brihat and lagu. Brihat vatika, brihat devalayah, brihat pustakam, lagu vatika, lagu devalayah. We will be using those forms. And the dirgha hrasva. Dirgha means longer, hrasva is shorter. So the forms are like dirgaha margaha, dirga nadi, dirgam, we can say any examples, and rasvaha, rasva, hrasvam for longer and shorter. And another one is stulaha, stula, krisha, the fat and thin, thick and thin. Example stulaha, stula, stulam, krishaha, krishi, krisham. And the next example is adhika, swalpa. Adhika is more, swalpa is less. So example adhikaha, adhika, adhikam, swalpaha, swalpa, swalpam. So these are the forms. So now let's try to frame few sentences using these words. इदानीं समयः अधिकः नास्ति, अतः वयम् अत्रैव वयं स्थगयामः. सो अग्रिमकक्षायां सर्वं पश्यामः. तत्पूर्वम् एकवारं संक्षेपरूपेण वयं किं दृष्टवन्तः इति दृष्ट्वा वयं कक्षां समापयामः. प्रथमं विशेष्यभावः वयं पूर्वमेव पठितवन्तः. चतुरः बालकः, चतुरा बालिका, चतुरं मित्रं. अनन्तरं विरुद्धार्थकाः शब्दाः उन्नतः, वामनः, स्थूलः, कृशः एवं पदानि वयं दृष्टवन्तः। अनन्तरं एतौ विषयौ वयं न दृष्टवन्तः। सो श्वः वयम् अस्मिन् विषये वयं किञ्चित् दीर्घं चर्चां कुर्मः। अत्र एते विषयाः अस्माकम् अभ्यासपुस्तके 64तः 69 पुटसङ्ख्यासु एते विषयाः सर्वे सन्ति। सो दट्स् आल् फार् टुडे। धन्यवादः। वयम् अग्रिमकक्षायां श्वः वयं मेलिष्यामः। Thanks for attending the session. Let's all meet again in the next class and next session on tomorrow. Thank you.